For this second sheet, we're going to blend primaries with their complement. So primaries with secondaries. When we look at the color grid that we made the first time, our primary colors obviously are yellow, red, and blue. Our secondary colors are orange, violet, and green. All of these in here are a range of secondaries. The truest of them is the true secondary. So the secondary color that doesn't contain the primary is going to be the complement. So violet contains blue and red, therefore violet is the complement to yellow. Green contains yellow and blue, therefore green is the complement to red. So complementary pairs are red, green, blue, orange, and yellow, violet. And so you'll always know which secondary color is your complement because it doesn't contain any of that primary that you're starting with. So here, measured out a 7-inch by 11-inch grid. I'm going to leave a 1-inch border, but I can make notes in there. And then I'm going to leave the spaces between the color value scales blank to put notes in there too. So as you can see here, I'm starting with red and I'm going to work through to green, creating a range of neutrals in between. And these neutrals are going to contain a variety of color temperature neutrals that I can then use in a drawing. So it's really important information. I'm going to take a lot of notes just like I did with the first scales. And then I'm going to have a menu of beautiful neutrals to set off our bright primaries and secondaries. Neutrals are really important. Without them, you get a kind of overwhelming brightness that often looks a little naive. So we almost always set off our primaries and secondary colors are bright colors with some really nice neutrals. And so we want to create those here. When we use color pencil, we always layer. We never use a color by itself. So in order to make this nice red that I'm starting with here, I started with the poppy red and the crimson, these two, layering gently with gently building up layers of color. And then I came across with a clean colorless blender and blended that together. Then I came back in with the Tuscan red and darkened it with that. So I have a nice color, and even though it's red, I've used 3 different pencils to create it. So you're almost never, like I say almost because with yellow we frequently do use it without blending, but you almost will never use a color without layering and blending. And we will almost never make a composition without neutrals. So this is all really important stuff we're doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with this, and then I'll tell you, and then I'll show you what we're going to do in that last area.